Hello students, welcome back to the discussion of the chapter Electrochemistry, and we are continuing our discussion with respect to the MCQs based on electrochemical cells and electrodes. So the very first question here is, the reactions taking place at anode during the discharge of lead battery is, the options are Pb plus SO4 2 minus giving you PbSO4 plus 2 electrons, PbSO4 plus 2 electrons giving you Pb plus SO4 2 minus, PbSO4 plus 2 H2O giving you PbSO4 plus S4 2 minus plus 4H plus 2 electrons, and finally Pb2 plus SO4 2 minus giving you PbSO4. Now students, we have been asked the reaction taking place at anode, which would be precisely oxidation reaction, right? So obviously option B cannot be a correct answer because it is a reduction reaction, and also in option D it is precisely a precipitation reaction, right? So we have to select from A and C. We know that during discharging, lead actually gets oxidized to lead ions, and these lead ions will combine with sulfate ions to form PbSO4, right? Hence we can say that the answer for this particular question is option A, right? Okay. The next question here is, when a lead accumulator is charged, it acts as options: primary cell, electrolytic cell, galvanic cell, none of these. Now students, when the lead accumulator is charged, that means we are connecting it to the external source of electricity, and because of that the polarities of the lead accumulator will change, will reverse, right? And the reactions will also reverse. But don't you think students, unless and until we provide electricity, the reactions in lead accumulator will not reverse, right? So during charging, the reactions are taking place under the influence of the electricity. Such cells are precisely what we call electrolytic cell, right? Hence, here the answer would be electrolytic cell, because during charging lead accumulator, the reactions are reversed under the influence of electricity. Okay. Next question is, the calomel electrode is reversible with respect to, options are Ag2 plus, Ag2 plus, K plus, Cl minus. We have studied during the discussion of calomel electrode, right, that we have chloride ions which are common between the sparingly soluble salt, that is Ag2Cl2 and KCl solution, right? And this particular electrode is reversible with respect to chloride ions. Hence, we can say here answer is option D, that is chloride ions, right? The next question is, in a saturated calomel electrode, KCl solution is saturated with, options: only KCl, both KCl and calomel, none, only calomel. And again we had discussed during this particular construction of calomel electrode that KCl solution is saturated with both KCl as well as calomel. Calomel is precisely the sparingly soluble salt of mercury, right? The next question is, which one of the following statement is false? Options are, the potential of hydrogen electrode is zero at all the conditions of temperature and pressure. Calomel electrode is reversible with respect to chloride ions. A reference electrode is that whose potential is fixed under given conditions. In a calomel electrode, the concentration of chloride ions in the solution increases, the reduction potential decreases. Now students, do you think just now we studied that the calomel electrode is reversible with respect to chloride ions? That means we can say option B is a correct statement. Also, reference electrode will have a fixed potential value under given set of conditions, right? That means I can say that statement C is also a correct statement. Also, as the concentration of chloride ions increases, the reduction potential of the calomel electrode would decrease. This we had studied during the working part of calomel electrode, right? So actually option B, C and D are having the correct statements. In fact, if you look at option E, the potential of hydrogen electrode is zero at all the conditions of temperature and pressure. Is it so? No, right? It is zero only under the standard conditions of temperature and pressure, right? So if I change the conditions, then its potential would also change. Hence, we can say here that the statement of A is not a correct statement, right? Hence, actually the answer is A, which is actually a false statement, right? So I hope students you got the understanding of these MCQs. Thank you.